2/1s on turn 1. Also, like, those decks lose by, like, having to play a bunch of embarrassing cards in their deck. Like, draw your Eldrazi Mimic on turn 8. Like, that's miserable. Pretty easy redraw here. Hand just doesn't do anything. I guess I'm gonna keep this with a Scry. We're on the play, but, like, I have a Lightning Bolt I can cast. Potentially turn 3 Blood Moon if we had to land on 2. You're a tiny brat, you know that? I love you. Yeah. Are you funny? Yeah. Yeah, that would have been fine. Have it only reduce the cost of Giant Eldrazi. Like, that's what it was intended to do originally, right? Like, you could only use Eye of Ugin. Like, Eye of Ugin, when it was printed, only existed with Eldrazi that cost a lot of mana. So, like, if you just, like, made Eye of Ugin only apply to Giant Eldrazi, it's probably great. Need some Declan Cam? Like to bounce? Alright, I mean, that's castable at least, right? How much do I have to pay to let Declan pilot the deck? I can't wait till you're old enough to play, huh? Is that gonna be fun? Is that gonna be fun? If only there was some way that I had made it accessible for you to access the decklist yourself. But unfortunately, I just haven't done that. Declan definitely does not need trample, okay? Speaking as someone who spends a lot of time with Declan, he definitely does not need trample. Alright, planning in Storm here. Can I get a land? Land would be great. Oh, we're gonna start by exiling this, and then we'll bolt this. It'll probably be easier to start them with Hex, because Hex holds your hand and you can't make mistakes while playing Hex, because, as you know, the engine makes sure you don't do that. As soon as they can do basic math, we're gonna get them gaming. Probably another year or two. Does Declan have menace? He definitely has speed. So, one of the reasons I dislike the Storm deck so much is that it took one of the most interesting, difficult to cast cards in Modern and made it autopilot. Just like, alright, cast this, get the things we're supposed to get, kill you. Like, oh, that wasn't very interesting or exciting. Is this a Slaughter Games matchup? I don't know if this is a Slaughter Games matchup. It's not. Matchup for these. I feel like between Fatal Push and Bolt, I don't need these Terminates. Pentad Prism seems fine. I want these cards to kill them. This kills their Dorko, I guess. This is aggressive. Like, Blood Moon's probably okay. Like, they're playing the non-fetch land build, so Blood Moon could get them on occasion, so I think I want to leave 2 in. I don't think Anger is very good. They had Shivan Reef, so I'm assuming they're the non-fetch land mana base, so I think I'm going to leave in 2 Blood Moons. It's pretty good. We have to actually kill them. Dragon attacks. So one of the mistakes a lot of people make against combo decks is that, like, they overload on disruption and, like, don't have enough ways to actually kill their opponent. Like, it doesn't matter how much, yeah, I know, you want to bounce. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. It doesn't matter how much disruption you have if you give your opponent infinite time to recover. Well, I'm gonna take this lightning bolt so that way this Goblin Rabblemaster can go to town. Pentad Prism lets you play Stormbreath Dragon on turn 3. Asking why Pentad Prism over Talisman.
Pick.
You want to pick? Okay. We're gonna fetch a Blood Crypt at their end of turn here. You pick? Which show you want to pick? Which one you want? It goes. Okay. That's this. Why isn't Declan wearing the sweatshirt as Uncle Bob? We'll just never know the answer to these questions, Klutz. Hopefully they didn't draw gifts on Gavin. If they drew gifts, no, they still couldn't be able to cast it, right? Yeah, I added more fetches, Kekno. Your mana base was a little bit awkward. I cut a Blood Crypt and 2 of the Smoldering Marshes and added a fetch and added fetches and another swamp. Alright, well these Rabblmasters kill very quickly, doing exactly what we want these cards to do, just like ending the game faster post-board against these combo decks. Vroom vroom. Beep beep, I'm a Jeep. We knew they had Ritual in hand, so they have 2 cards we don't know. They have Ritual, and then 2 unknowns right now. One is dead. Sweet. Yep, you sent the right one. So I didn't make any changes to the spells. I just tweaked the mana base a little bit. So we're on 3 swamps, and I'm up to 10 fetches, and I cut... yeah, I added two fetches and another swamp over Blood Crypt and 2 Smoldering Marshes were the changes I made. So trying to play black cards in your deck that's playing Blood Moon probably isn't particularly great. Cavern seems fine. Just like randomly let your dragon resolve. I like my dragon resolving. Just like 1, it's probably going to be a mountain most of the time anyways. If I wanted to win... So, right now, I would say yes, I'd play the green-black Tron deck, but honestly, the Eldrazi Evolution deck that we just played seemed really good. The Eldrazi Evolution deck just seemed really, really good, so I think I would try that again. I think if I was like, had an upcoming Modern event that I wanted to test decks for, I would play a couple more leagues with the Eldrazi Evolution deck. Yeah, the Cavern seems fine. Like a low cost, high upside card. I like the inclusion of like random low cost, high upside cards. It's fine. Mono Blue Tron was like never anything other than a budget deck. Game 3 against Storm here. First league with this red-black Blood Moon deck we're battling with here today. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Yeah, Eternal Scourge is like the card that lets you keep grinding, right? I would like to say thank you to all of the new subscribers we had over the last week, by the way, too. We are just 9 new subscribers away from getting to add another emote to the channel. This hand is great. Look at all these spells that are good against Storm. We're playing Hearthstone, right? So if this is Hearthstone, I get to keep this hand. It's fine. Like, not exciting, but fine. There's a chance this Blood Moon just steals the game, and if they play basic islands, we can just bin the Blood Moon to the Collective Brutality. Drax with the cheers. We haven't done this in a while, sir. We're gonna keep Scry on the draw. Opponent also went to 6. Thank you for the cheer bomb, Drax. I really do appreciate it. Boom goes the dynamite. Do I want this land? Yeah, I probably want this land, right? Just like guaranteed moon on 3 potentially. I feel like it's got to be something Belcher related. Someone made the recommendation earlier of like a seatbelt for like strap in for the meme ride, and I feel like a seatbelt emote could be funny. It could literally just be a Belcher though too, because we do blast off here frequently, often. Sweet. And it's looking like this Blood Moon's gonna do stuff for us. I'm gonna shock this in. I'm gonna go ahead and play this out as well. Oh, you know what? This was a small mistake. I should have fetched a basic swamp here, because if I draw another fetch land next turn, I could then have 2 basic swamps in play. That's annoying. Alright, well, I guess we're not playing the Blood Moon now, right? I feel like I don't want to, because like keeping them off of them having 1 island is more than enough for them. I don't think that's a particularly good line anymore. Relic is a great draw. Just doing this in passing. I want to wait for them to get like an Electromancer in play so I can go like Brutality with Escalate. Next turn, if they don't do anything again or like put anything into play, I might just go Brutality, like drain you plus discard. Just so like my fear at this point is that they'll like go off and empty the Warrens. Alright, there's an Electromancer. And they're not trying to kill us. That's good for us. Cast this with 2 modes. Kill a thing. Discard a card from your hand. Oh wait, I should do this first, right? No, I wanna use the Collective Brutality on this, because Collective Brutality can kill Goblin Electromancer, but it can't kill Boral. Do I care about this Grape Shot? I guess I do. I guess it like kills my thing, right? And like this is the kind of problem where like we have control of this game, right? Like my opponent's not winning anytime soon, but like we don't I don't have a way to actually end the game, which kind of sucks. If they hit a empty the Warrens, we're gonna be in trouble. Maybe I should have boarded in yeah, I should have boarded in the Angers. Very possible. Should I cycle this Relic? I feel like we're getting into territory where I should be like considering cycling the Relic. If we draw Fireball, it's gonna be sweet. Why are the prisms not black? What is this, right? Alright. This is a card that can race empty the warrants, potentially. Gonna become monstrous next turn, potentially. We're actually just gonna kill them on the untap, right? Let's like go bolt you, end step, monster my dragon. Hi, Declan.
Baby.
Alright, don't echoing truth me, dog. Don't do it.
Gone. Gone.
No, the problem is I need Pentad Prisms to activate the Stormbreath Dragon. Alright. Alright. Alright, big bucks no remand. Big bucks no remand. Big bucks no remand. Oh, dragon, my dragon! Dragon, my dragon! Rawr! Rawr! Dragon! Alright, 1-0. I would just like to say thank you to everyone whoever in the world for joining us here today. I know there's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching, so thanks for spending your time here with us. If you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon or doing like Trax and On Snap did there with the very generous cheers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. Declan, can you tell them about our sponsors? No, this is where you do the sponsor bit. Oh, okay. Anyways, MTGO traders would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code HOAGLAND PayPal at checkout there, you could save 8% on your singles orders with them. CoolStuffInc.com will love to buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you could save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you could save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, and sleeves. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork that Cool Stuff Inc. has on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. Let's say you want to try out this sweet red black blood moon deck, but you don't want to commit to buying it. You can rent it from Cool Stuff Inc. for a weekend or up to an entire month, and you can use code HOAGLAND7 to save 7% on your rentals from them. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think this hand's fine. We don't have any of our one mana removal, but we got like a Terminate and a Collective Brutality and a threat. So seems more than good enough. Hey, Lazarus216 with the 20-month resubscription. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome back. That's a long time. Thank you for the continued support. You're a brat. Yeah, I see you going for the power button down there. Don't do it. The people want to watch your father stream. It's gonna be Burn. Could be Dredge, could be Goryo. Faithless Looting doesn't go in anything fair. Stomping Ground probably indicates Dredge. Dredge has had a little bit of a resurgence to put up a couple of results. This hand is not good against Dredge. We have a couple of main deck relics that we'll be mulliganing for in the post-board games. Discard double Wooded Foothills. Interesting. So not quite sure what they're doing. It could be the Hollowed One deck. Yep. It's like when you show up with Simian Spirit Guide in your deck. No one shows up with Simian Spirit Guide looking to play a fair, interactive game of Magic the Gathering. That's just the God's honest truth, okay? No one's ever put Simian Spirit Guide down on their deck list and gone, you know what I'm gonna go do today? I'm gonna play interactive Magic. This could still be Dredge, right? Just like they kept a miserable hand? Flashing back Faithless Looting? Okay. Is in fact Dredge with a miserable hand. That being said, we probably can't beat Dredge if we don't draw a... Hey, Tumos! With the 27-month resubscription, one of our blood gems in the audience. Thank you, and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. You're a turd, you know that? I love you, turd, but that's what you are. You're a turd. All right, I'm gonna drain and discard here because I would like to take like a cathartic reunion out of my opponent's hand, or faithless looting, I guess. My opponent should have mulliganed. There's no justice because like this matchup's probably bad for us, so we're gonna die because I haven't drawn a relic. But dude, I get it. I need to charge your tablet in the morning. The Screecher Creature. We don't call him the Screecher Creature for nothing. We don't call him the Screecher Creature for nothing. Oh, Declan knows what he's doing. He's not. Oh, is that one good, chat? Is that one good? Is that a good one? All right, maybe we're not gonna lose. And if my opponent would have like mulliganed to a reasonable Dredge hand, we wouldn't have had a chance to draw this relic. All right, maybe Koth plus Pia can close this out now that opponent's fumbled and bumbled a little bit long enough. Ring-a-ding-ding. I don't know about super dead, but we're definitely in a better spot than we were a second ago. Oh yeah, Narcomoeba resolves. Let's Blood Crypt out. This thing could target any mountains, right? Oh, I could actually fetch Smoldering Marsh here and then cast Pia and Kiran Nalaar this turn. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. Add red to your mana pool for each mountain you control. Yeah, let's do that. And then cast this Pia and Kiran Nalaar. Block. Oh, did I do that? Mulligan, remember, whenever I hear someone say I had to mulligan, it's like, no, you got to mulligan. Mulliganing is a privilege. Wait, really? This isn't supposed to be a mana ability? That's a bug? That's great. That's good. Good clean UI design right there. We have a lot of cards that aren't good here. Is Duress, like, playable? I feel like a lot of our cards aren't great, right? So Duress might be playable. Nah, it's probably worse than the removal, right? Like, this is technically reach. Loyalty abilities can't be mana abilities. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay, that's fair. Shuts off Loam. I bet that for $1. They're both not, like, neither are stellar. Hi.
Oh, mommy's low, mommy.
Mommy's at work.
Both.
You know mommy goes to work in the mornings.
Both mommies. Oh. Mommy's. Oh, mommy.
Anger, Pentad Prism. Yeah, that seems fine. I sneezed. Thank you. I'm over the age of 20. I didn't just dab. Tilt. Alright. Turn 3 Dargon. Dargon, my Dargon. That's probably actually worse than just playing Rabblemaster, right? Cathartic Reunion, just kill me. Then that swamp out of our deck. What's that? Turn. Did my opponent miss on more dredgers there? That's so good for us. Another Cathartic Reunion? Nope. Casting Loam, sure. They moved to hand size to discard the Haunted Dead. That's funny. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just, like, get this dragon into play and kill them. Our opponent should definitely consider being luckier at dredging. Look at that. Cleverly spent all of the mana off of this. They dredge into Ancient Grudge. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this. Man, are we just gonna race them? I feel like we might just be able to race them. And this Stormbreath Dragon is great. I guess they're gonna bring back Haunted Dead here. Nope, they're not. They're going to 6. Alright, sure. Sure. Great. Pia and Kiran. Next turn, we can use a Thopter to shoot something down. Bringing back Haunted Dead now. Do they have Price Amalgams in their hand? If they have Amalgams in their hand, we might be in trouble here. They're doing it during my main phase, which implies that they do. White Spirit Token doesn't block Stormbreath. Good call. Good call, chat. Looking at numbers with the clutch correction. This card's great. Oh, we can sacrifice the Prism to shoot something. That's so good. That's just great deck building right there. Are they dead? I think they're dead. We're so lucky. I mean, I'm a very skilled magician, and I'm winning this game because I've played well. Oh, so smart and thin. All right. Is that 4-0? No, we dropped a game to Storm. All right, 2-0. Just on the can't lose plan today so far in Modern. I'll take it. Farm those tickets and play points back. Send a message. Yep. Got my Portillo's hot dogs t-shirt on. If you're in the Chicagoland area, Portillo's is great. You should go there. Cake shakes are wonderful. Or cheese fries are excellent. We say there are any must-own cards in Hex. Not for this current standard rotation. I guess Runebind could probably be classified as like a must-own card. It kind of goes into every competitive deck that has Sapphire in it. Love to play first. I think I'm going to mulligan this. MTG Bot said they were last seen playing Titan Shift, so I'm going to mulligan for a Blood Moon, just like that. Yeah, that's fine. That's a threat, right? So we get to go boop, boop into Kozilek. What's the most expensive card in Hex? Bride of the Damned is a Chase Mythic, and I believe she's somewhere in the $22 to $25 range, but she's definitely an outlier. Alright, yep. Looks like Titan Shift. Good guy, MTG Bot. Yes! Must own cards in Magic Center format. All of Teamer Energy. Definitely an astute observation. Yeah, that's true. The dual resources are good like must-own cards. Great. Fetch a basic swamp, cast this Blood Moon. Great. Your turn, opponent. Hey Jeff, how much is the donation deck? Someone else covered in chat there. Thank you, Larry. We should probably have that be a chat command, right? Just like explain donation decks. No, I don't expect Wizards of the Coast to ban anything. I think they're pretty terrified of banning things. Steve. See, my opponent's playing a mountain theme deck. I'm just helping them by making them realize that all of their things are mountains. I'm holding on to the Relic for now because I would like to not use my Pentad Prism mana on it. Like, I have something to do with my mana next turn anyway, so I think that's fine. Like, this Pentad Prism could potentially help me cast, like, say, a Stormbreath Dragon if I draw it or something like that. We could just die to a 6/6 type Primeval Titan here. Our hand is not currently constructed in a way that's going to be good at beating that. I'd be pretty surprised if Deathrite Shaman was still legal come the Modern Pro Tour. We're being completely honest. Use Koth to make their lands creatures and Fatal push them. Lol. Okay. It's a thing. Fine, we've got an Eternal Scourge. I ain't afraid. Ain't afraid, big tough guy, Eternal Scourge. The ever classic modern Sakura Tribe Elder versus Eternal Scourge race. Who will win? Find out all this next time and more. This doesn't fly, right? No, just a 3/3 ground pounder. Terminate's a good draw. It means if they just draw a Titan, we're less screwed. Maybe I kind of like that this is like a resilient card. Like, opponent could have like Lightning Bolt in their hand right now and just like can't kill this. The Steves are organizing. So if I would have bolted my opponent to the dome at the end of turn, they'd have died here, but eh. I don't think they have a main deck way to interact with this Blood Moon, so they should just be dead anyways. So these Fatal Pushes and these Lightning Bolts get to go away. Collective Brutality is fine. Duress is fine. Rabblemaster's fine. Slaughter Games and Hazoret are fine. Relic of Progenitus can go away. We want this Dreadbore for like more ways to kill Titans. That's probably not unrealistic, right? Yeah, the bolts could be okay for reach, I guess. I guess Kolaghan's command, like, kinda does stuff, although they're probably boarding an Obstinate Baloth against us, so I probably don't want to be K-commanding them. I think I'd rather have Bolt than Dreadbore. You think the Dreadbore is better than a Bolt? I guess I could see that, especially if I think they're bringing in Baloth. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Yassian's insane, right? 1, 2, 3, and a clock. Engineered, explosives, Farseek. Oh, EE plus Prism lets them kill Blood Moon. So I think I'm gonna take. I guess Summoner's Pact probably lets them kill Blood Moon too, right? Right. I'm gonna take the Summoner's Pact because that lets them kill Blood Moon. This could potentially kill Blood Moon, but it needs help. This is also potentially a Titan, so I'm gonna put this into play tapped. I only need two swamps out when we Blood Moon. Well, see, your problem, Angry Gnome Body, is that you want it too badly. You just gotta be more casual about it. You just be like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. It's a Blood Moon. I don't need this. I could take it or leave it. You gotta want it less. Be less serious and want it less. They draw the Rex Sage. Wood Elves, sure. We're just gonna take their Titans away, right? That's like their best card in case they draw a way to interact with this. Oh, and they drew the Rex Sage. Okay, well now we're definitely taking their Titans away. We know their last card is Engineered Explosives. Ooh, you have Scape Shifts in your deck. Here. They do. 3 copies of Scape Shift. No, I mostly play card games as a competitive outlet, and Pauper's not really a competitive format. They boarded out a Primeval Titan. That's so weird. Alright, one more. Their mountains start dealing damage next turn. Alright, so we get to go. Next turn, we can Duress the EE plus Pentad Prism. And then the following turn, we can monster this. So we just got to fade a couple draws here. We're dead to Scape Shift at any point here. Don't really care about that one because we have this Terminate. Pretty good. Huh. Most of their deck kills us next turn. No, we're losing this game. Not about to win this game. I think I'm just supposed to do this and then, like, hope to draw Brutality next turn. Like, hope they draw one of their very few bricks, and then... Oh, no, wait, I'm just dead on board, right? Yeah, they attack for... That attack leaves me dead on board. They attack for 4, and then sack this to kill me. For 6 mountain. I don't think we're winning that game either way. Yep, I'm just gonna click submit. Map booth how we boarded. Just add the answer for our moon and then ran off some pressure. I feel like this hand's not good enough. Not only does it not have Blood Moon in, but doesn't have any pressure with our disruption. This is fine. Not like super exciting, but fine. So I'm actually going to go ahead and play this Blood Crypt tapped on 1 here. Waiting on the Duress for a turn gives my chance an opponent to draw more cards. I know there's a land on top of my deck that I'm drawing next turn anyways. The only thing I could potentially take here is a Search for Tomorrow, but like they're probably going to have something else we could take. Your hand's pretty clunky. If they play a Tireless Tracker next turn, I get to kill it with Chandra. So they're going to get to go Tracker into Fetch Land and make 2 clues. I suppose I could Brutality this, but I think I just want to get the Chandra on the board. Look at another clue here. Their hand right now is Valakut, Windswept Teeth, and then 3 cards we don't know. Them starting by cracking a clue is good for us. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm going to start with this and just look at a card and discard a card. And then I can make mana, play Stormbreath Dragon. Well then. Okay. Okay. Very unlucky, didn't have anything to hit. It's fine, they're going to drop Primeval Titan and killed us. I've seen this game before. I've read this book, I've skipped to the end and I know what happens. Although I guess they're just dead to this dragon, right? We're gonna plus the Chandra. We're gonna plus the Chandra to monster the dragon and kill them. Chandra's a mana ability too. Not supposed to be a mana ability. Actually, just lethal. Storm Daddy in the house. Storm Daddy coming in. In it to win it, ladies and gentlemen. In it to win it. You want to pick? Let me help you. All right. 3-0. 3-0 with the red, black, blood moon goodness. It seems fine. Burn one relic. Oh no! Oh no! Our opponent is Canester. For those of you that are unfamiliar, all Canester plays is Lantern Control. Nobody wants to play against Lantern Control. Hi. Hi, child. You want to pick? Okay. I know you're going to ask me to turn on a different version of Power Rangers here, but I'll let you go through the motions. Yeah, see, Dad's met you before. Hey, look, Lantern Control. Who's surprised? No one? Good. Good. Glad no one's surprised. Do we have a good Lantern matchup? Nobody knows. Chandra's pretty good in this matchup, right? Feels like a matchup where Chandra's probably good. Not going to escalate this. Thoughtseize, Pithing Needle. I guess we're taking Thoughtseize, right? Because we're going to Blood Moon them off of the Whir. It's unfortunate that they have Pithing Needle for our first walker. Ten out of 10 agree with what Flaja just said there. Just does not create an interesting or fun play experience for anyone. Hopefully, they play this Pithing Needle proactively and like needle this polluted Delta here. I'm aware. Fetch a second swamp out here. I guess I should be doing this too, right? Like I missed this. They have cards that return crap from their discard pile to play. It's busy doing other things and missed those activations. It's a pretty good one. I think I heard your mommy. Why do I keep getting double swamp? I don't know. I guess it technically makes our Koth worse, right? Witchbane Orb. Tilt. I don't think Lantern's really comparable to a Stacks deck. Stacks locks their opponent out from playing spells with lock pieces. This manipulates the top card of their deck. Like, it's not that your opponent can't play. Wait. How does this work? This is so funny. This is exiled can be played, but it's face down. How does this work in paper? How would this work in paper? Is this gonna let me cast it? Maybe they thought it would get rid of it. All right, I'm gonna cast this, and I'm gonna tick it up to make mana. And then I'm going to cast this. Because when I clicked on it, it gave me the option to pay 3 mana. Yep. All right, deal. That's got to be a feature. That has to be a feature. Cash the face down card. Welcome to Magic Online. Please enjoy your stay. My opponent said that's kind of annoying. I was like, welcome to Magic Online, enjoy your stay. Also, Lantern player calling something annoying, lol. They're digging for that bridge and that piston needle. We have this bolt in our hand too here. Man, if we win game 1, we get to board out a bunch of bad cards. I don't know that we have very many good cards in our board, but we get to get rid of some bad ones, right? Looking for that bridge, opponent. All right, they found the bridge. Look, I just wasn't sure if it was going to work or not, so I did it, okay? I'm just bug testing for Magic Online. Do y'all not understand that? I'm bug testing for Magic Online. Hey, Patrick with the cheer. Cast, terminate, no. All right, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and blow this. Draw this bolt. They don't have any mills up, so if they want to crack their lantern and not let me have a bolt, that's fine. All right, they need to find a pithing needle here. Or they gonna die. All right, they're dead to the emblem next turn if they don't find a pithing needle. No. Emblem will make each of these do 8. They almost certainly have 1 to 2 more pithing needles in their deck. All right, Ancient String gives them 5 looks. I think they're supposed to draw this one, right? They can't whir. I have a Blood Moon. They have a whir they can't play. Well, I guess they can hit Witchbane Orb too, right? Did they exile Witchbane Orb earlier, though? I think they did. Yeah, there's a Witchbane Orb that's exiled. Need to shuffle? Yep, they're shuffling their deck. All right. For the bananas, please. Survey says. Joke. K Command's in. Rabblemaster's in. Duress is in. Hazoret in. This is a Slaughter Games in matchup. It feels like it might be. This is a Fatal Push and Terminate out matchup. Do I leave the bolts in? Do I want the ramp? I'm going to trim a Koth. I think Relic's fine. They have cards that bring stuff back from the discard pile. It also lets me have a controlled draw. Is Eternal Scourge not good enough? Slaughter Games can take Bridge off the table if they don't have it out already. I'll do this. That's true. Okay. The problem is, like, I have 3 of them. I guess having more is good. All right, let's do this. Because you only get trophies for going 5-0. You have to get pretty exceptionally lucky to go 5-0. Brutality is reach. Brutality is a discard spell that also kills them. It seems fine. You think Titan's better because they could just be reached? That's fair. Maybe the one Titan's better than the 3rd dragon. Chose not to play first. That's cute. The dragons kind of reach. Usually their hand's pretty empty. I really wish this card wasn't legal. Please Inquisition me, rats. Just like, it's so silly that these decks get, like, this deck helps make Ensnaring Bridge extra frustrating, because, like, it helps them get their hand empty in just, like, multiple ways. Assuming we're losing Hazoret here. Yeah, no leyline is good for us. This hand's like a little medium minus. It's not a bad draw. Probably cracking this at end of turn to try and hit our land drop. Yeah, green black draw's very good. I think it's well positioned. I think it's the best control deck in Modern. To set the bar exceptionally low, I think it's the best control deck in Modern. Built. Maybe? I don't know, it depends on how long this league takes. If this league finishes up in the next half hour, we'll probably close out with some Hex. I love bricking on my 3rd land, it's my favorite. Now I can start shredding my lands. They play Bauble to get their hand empty faster and enable Mox Opal. Yeah, this game's probably done. I guess it's not done. We can hit a couple of lands in a row, right? They have to, like, mill a bunch of lands here. Alright, we can be... No, it's not worth my time. They're at 17 minutes. Let's just be done. If this was a tournament, I'd make them click it out, because, like, there's a chance we hit a bunch of land... Oh, I wanted to switch this, right? Ow. Yeah, correct. It's like, if I'm playing optimally and giving myself every possible out, I technically shouldn't concede this game, and that's That's why Lantern is just like a miserable deck to play with and against. I'm not saying it's not powerful. I think it's actually a very powerful deck. Kane stirred as well with it consistently, like Adrian Sullivan top 8 of the last Invitational with it, but I don't think it generates a good play experience. Which, again, is a very subjective metric. But, like, if it makes you sit there and be miserable if you want to play optimally against it. No, I think Relic's fine. Although I kind of want another Pentad Prism in my deck. Let's do that. Yeah, Relic's also instant speed draw. Correct, yep. I want to play first. They chose to play second last time, so I feel like I'm inclined to say no. Yeah, I'm going to put them on the play. Kanester plays way more modern than I do, so if they want to be on the draw, I'm not giving it to them. See what they do here. If they have more discard, they'll probably take Pentad Prism. I'm going to play this out now on the off chance my opponent has Pithing Needle. Don't want to get that locked in my hand. Like, playing the Blood Crypt saves me health, but they worrying here? Feels like a whir, right? Can't think why they'd want to get all this otherwise. Okay, they're worrying for one. I'm going to fetch a Swamp in response here, because once I say this resolves, Pithing Needle gets to come into play. It's got Lantern, sure. Oh, I guess I should have... No, I want this land, right? Maybe? Unsure. Unsure if I want this land or... Building Blood Diamond sockets. Any advice for what to actually socket? No, I haven't played that deck at all, so unsure. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose the Slaughter games here. Wow, really? Okay. This is going to name my Chandra. I'm just taking out the Ensnaring Bridges, right? Do I want to take out the Ensnaring Bridges, or do I want to take out the rest of their Pithing Needles? Probably Bridge. Even have 4 bridges in against me. Search for Azcant is kind of hot in this deck. They have a Tezzeret, Agent of Bolas. Maelstrom Pulse they can't cast. Okay. Four words. Okay, that makes sense. The problem here is now I have to, and again, like, I'm mostly locked out of this game, but like, we're gonna sit here and play for forever, because like, maybe I have a win condition in 4 cards. Like, I need 4 win conditions in a row. For people asking why I'm not playing the Chandra, there's a Pithing Needle on her. Like, now I have to hope the card under this is a threat, the card under that is a threat, the card under that is a threat. Alright, so far so good. This will name Relic. And this is game 3 and we're 3-0, so I'm gonna make him click through this one. No, K-Command returns a threat from my discard pile to play. Hey, look, I get to name something with Cavern, even though I'm not supposed to be able to. We're done. They're gonna have a 3rd rock. Alrighty. Let's hammer this last one on, then we'll close the day out with some Hex. Thank you everyone that's hanging out through the end of the stream here today. Closing out with the Red Black Blood Moon deck. We played some Eldrazi Evolution earlier today. Remember, if you missed any of today's stream, you can catch it on my YouTube channel. The Eldrazi Evolution deck is already published on there now. I break up all of my streams on there by deck and by formats. If you want to watch just modern content or just legacy, etc., you can find them all searchable and filterable on there. Correct, Waffle. In paper, you just wouldn't be able to use the second ability because it wouldn't have anything named. Right? Relic of Progenitus is usually decent against turn 1 Creeping Tar Pit, I think. What is Hex and is it Legacy? Hex is a fully digital TCG. Very similar to Magic the Gathering. Am I getting Shadow of Doubted? I'm about to get Shadow of Doubted, aren't I? Props to you, opponent. Don't let your memes be dreams. You don't let your memes be dreams, opponent. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Normally people kiss me before they fuck me like that, but I'll allow it this one time from you, opponent. Just this one time. Get God. My poor bunghole. It's a little sore. We've been had. Yeah, our hand at least is pretty resource heavy, right? No fear, do it again. Come at me, bro. Come at me. You got over there, friendo. There is a deck list on the screen. Man, Koth doesn't care about any of these cards, does he? Zero fucks to give. I think Blood Moon is an awful, miserable card to play with and against. I don't think Blood Moon generates interesting games of Magic either. I love when people do that. When I say Tron's ridiculous and shouldn't be legal, people are like, well, you play Tron, derp, derp, derp. And it's like, yeah, if you genuinely think something is too good, you should probably play it. Because if you actually think it's too good, that means it's very powerful and you should be doing it. It's not my job, it's not my responsibility as someone who plays Modern to get rid of the things that aren't fun in the format. It's Wizards of the Coast's responsibility to make their formats interesting and interactive to play. That's just the God's honest truth. Hey, so they've got... Are they a Blood Moon deck too? Or they must assume we're a Blood Moon deck? They probably assume we're a Blood Moon deck, which is a good assumption on their part. I think I'm gonna wait a turn on this Koth so I can hold Fatal Push up so my opponent can't like end step Snapcaster Mage, untap, attack, snap, and Creeping Tar Pit kill my Koth. This gives him one more chance to draw a counterspell, but I think that's fine. Rat State, another Cryptic. Is what it is, what it is. This is probably a Pentad Prism out matchup. We want a little bit more card quality so we can grind a bit better. This now while I'm thinking about it. How many basic is lands? Opponent opting to get another draw here. Post board, picking up some Duresses will be good. And we discarded a Cryptic earlier. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. This card's very good against these grindy decks. Let's go! Eternal Scourge! This is whenever it becomes a target of a spell or ability, exile it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, Eternal Scourge. Yeah, I've never heard the term Floodgate card either. Yep. Yeah, Eternal Scourge is literally just unkillable. This is my 3/3 opponent. Welcome to Thunderdome. It's coming for you. Down to 11. Man, what a tilt. Now my opponent can trade their Creeping Tar Pit for my Eternal Scourge. Oh no. By that I mean that's not happening because I have 4. Oh, they could Damnation us, right? That's sad. That's sad. My poor Eternal Scourge. You were the chosen one. You were supposed to be unkillable, Eternal Scourge. You were unkillable. My poor Scourge. Oh, I could have bolted it in response. That's funny. Maybe that was the line. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of time, right? No, but I could have killed it and then cracked my relic to exile it. Like in response, before I cracked my relic, I could have done stuff. We'll draw another relic at some point. I know what the card does. In response to them killing my relic, or like in response to me popping my relic, I could have killed this with a bolt or a fatal push, and then it would die and go to my discard pile, and then Relic's trigger would exile it. Like I was blowing my relic up. Yeah, I could have pushed it. I could have cracked my relic in response to my relic, pushed it because the relic leaving triggers revolt. Oh, and then he still Damnations it? Yeah, that's fair. Good call. And like now he doesn't have a Damnation for these Thopters. And like these Creeping Tar Pits could realistically kill us at some point. So like holding these Fatal Pushes to not die to Creeping Tar Pits is a very real thing. And like my opponent's like stopping us from doing stuff, but they're not turning the corner. So like, you know, whatever. Well, these resolved last turn, so maybe this Chandra's gonna resolve this turn. If Snapcaster Mage, okay, so they hit Snapcaster for Electrolyze. It's a good exchange for my opponent. They don't have to spend cards to kill this. So just they effectively 1-for-1'd my Pia and Kiran Nalaar. You find Cryptic Command. Yeah, like if this was like the median match of Modern, I'd be so happy with this format, but like it's not. We're only playing this much Magic because my opponent's deck isn't very good. What's on top? Deal. Opponent's down to 8 here. Hopefully they fire up their creature lands here and like try and move in on my Chandra. We just get to like push everything off of a cliff. Awesome, Orito. That's great. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Am I getting cruel ultimatums? Sacrifice a creature, discard. Yep, I'm getting cruel ultimatum. Alright, well I'm discarding 3 cards. Alright, well I guess I'm bolting them in response. Getting fucking cruel ultimatumed. The best way to learn to play Hex, honestly, is just jump into it. I would recommend, so I have a list of budget decks that I keep on my website. Just pick up one of the budget decks, and then the Constructed Ladder is completely free to play on. So, like, once you pay that small amount of money for the budget deck, you can just play that as much as you want. Opponent's deck is way cooler than ours, and I feel bad about it. Next turn, we're getting Snap Cruel Ultimatums. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We are getting Snap Cruel Ultimatum next turn. Your employment's been terminated, Mr. Stormbreath Dragon. So at this point, my opponent's down enough on clock that I'm going to make them kill us. We're definitely not winning this game, but this is definitely the type of match where if we force a third game, our opponent could time out during that third game. So I'm going to play to that out. We're 3-1 in this league. Oh, lordy. I think that one would have to include a kicker, Larynx. Like, these interactive decks usually make me very frustrated in Modern. Again, if this was a game of Paper Magic, I would have conceded by now. It's not a game of Paper Magic, so I'm going to let my opponent do their thing. When they snap Cruel Ultimatum you, and then still have enough mana to attack with a Creeping Tar Pit in the same turn. But my Chandra's going to ultimate, opponent. You need to kill her. Oh no, please don't attack my Chandra. Then she won't be able to ultimate, opponent. No, not my Chandra. Please don't kill her. Oh no, not my Chandra, opponent. Rats, they saw the line. It's very unfortunate. Alright, Hazoret in, K-Command in, Rabblemaster in, Brutality in, Duress in, Fatal Push out. Blood Moon's like fine in this matchup. It's not like exciting, but it's fine. I'm gonna cut 2 Pentad Prisms. Maybe it's just like 3 of these out and 1 of these in. Yeah, I think I like this. Let's do it. I like leaving the bolts in not only for reach, but also to kill their Creeping Tar Pits. I guess Blood Moon turns off their Creeping Tar Pit, and like Creeping Tar Pit's one of their better win conditions, so it's probably fine. All 3 of them in. What do you expect the opponent to be sideboarding? Not sure, actually. So, like, their sideboarding is kind of tough for a deck like ours because they kind of need to be able to kill our creatures but still deal with our Planeswalkers' axes. So, I would expect a non-zero amount of, like, negates or counter squalls to come in, but past that, I'm not really sure. This hand's great. It's got Blood Moons and Duresses to force the Blood Moons through. Once Blood Moon's on the table outside of Cryptic Bounce, they shouldn't be able to get rid of it. I'm actually going to go ahead and lead on Relic of Progenitus here, so that way it can start interacting with their discard pile sooner rather than later in case they have a fetch land and a cantrip on one. Yeah, Blood Moon should shut off Cruel Ultimatum. This also gives my opponent one more chance to draw a spell that I might want to take with Duress. I'm actually going to take this Think Twice and then just exile it, right? I feel like I just want to grind through them. I guess Engineered Explosives is a way for them to take Blood Moon off the table, theoretically. I don't think we need Screds in our deck. Right. Well, I'm just gonna take the engineered explosives here, right? So that way they can't draw swamp, and then blow up our thing. Although I guess I could take cryptic command. Nah, I'm just gonna take the explosives. Hopefully hit a land here in our next 2 draws. That's unfortunate. My opponent runs off a blue source. They could cryptic command us. Hopefully we can just be a professional and draw an untapped land here. All of our lands are untapped, actually, right? It's possible I'm supposed to take this. You draw another engineered explosives? Yep. That's a tilt. Oh, Smoldering Marshes don't. Yep, you're right. I've been this Pia since they can kill the Doctor with electrolytes anyways. Want this extra Blood Moon. No, EE 3 is just a good play. That's awesome, Cliffy. Kind of a sad end to this league. Started off strong and then got Lantern into a little bit of mana screw in this game. That's how Magic goes. Game needs more Fate Weave in it. Pentad Prism lets you play, what's the card I'm searching for? Pentad Prism lets us play, God, I'm drawing a blank. Let's play Stormbreath Dragon on turn 3. I'm just gonna play this and get this off the table, so if we draw another Blood Moon, it can just hang out. Oh, so now if they hadn't immediately drawn another Engineered Explosives, we'd have been able to get them out of this game with the Blood Moon, but that's what it is. I suppose they might just pivot and start racing with this Creeping Turpid. It's possible I was supposed to fetch a Swamp there instead of the Blood Crypt. Now, because I played this out and they haven't blown this up yet, I can't Eternal Scourge. I guess that's something I hadn't thought about. Now, Hex is completely free to play if you want it to be, just like every modern digital TCG. You get free cards just for signing up, and they have a single player campaign that you can grind the in-game currency in. They counter this, and they're not countering one of these, I suppose. No, your move. Yep. It makes Pentad Prisms better draws. Not angry at all. If they're censoring that, then they're not censoring something else. Like, look at our curve and how many lands we have. The PS4 has a different single. It has a multiplayer experience that lets you grind the in-game currency. Dealer's choice, opponent. As you will. Go along, Hazoret, my old friend. I'm gonna play the Koth here as opposed to the Dragon. No, the PS4 account is separate from the PC account on Hex. Yep, there's the counter squall I mentioned we might see post board. Feel like I want to jam that there though before my opponent has Snap Cryptic up. The Stormbreath is going to get Snap Cryptic, but we'll see. Old-fashioned mana leak, right? They have one card left, so maybe they don't have a lot going on, and we can rip another thread or two. We fumbled around a little bit too long this game, unfortunately. Never mind, we're dead. All right. Well, we'll draw throughout this turn. We'll keep playing Magic. All right, good stuff. God bless. All right, 3-2. Not bad. This is one of those cards where, like, the game hasn't ended yet, but the game is over and I can no longer win. It's just going to take a little while, so you go ahead and call that one a day.